Wait, did they give us a torch? They did not. Do I not have like a light spell? Yeah, I do. There we go. This light spell really gets in your eyes. It's not ideal. I'm not too sure if I'm gonna be able to keep all my dream meat, but... Hey lads, how you doing? Where's the other one? Damn it! Come on, man.
It's so cold. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea to go out. After all,
Aye, man, don't you worry.
Yes, the cell is small.
Gotta try to find you some shoes or something.
At least it's...
Ooh, that's a lot of blood. Not too sure whose blood, but... Not too sure if I care. That is a lot of blood, though. Jesus Christ. Reminds me of Daddy. There's a man hanging in the middle. There's a few men hanging around. We find a lot of these seducers, but we haven't found the big boy in charge yet. How you doing? Despair. Hopelessness. Is there a difference? Panic. Oh, I know panic. Jesus Christ, do I know panic. Apparently, panic is not just an emotion, it's basically a physical sensation that you can feel in your body. Having experienced it, I can sort of tell you for sure, it's not fun. And I'm not kidding. I am not kidding. You do not want to experience physical panic. That's a big boy skull. Is that where all the blood came from? It's pretty though. Yeah, it's very pretty. Where is the man? There he is. Is he still... Ooh, is he still talkative?
This is so wrong. And right. At the same time, I know we can't escape, but to just have a glimpse outside. The suppressor will understand.
I get the feeling this suppressor man is probably not a very understanding man, but I guess we'll find out. Ooh. Okay.
What the? Haven't we been here before?
Have we?
By the gods, everything here
I wouldn't believe so, no.
looks so similar. It's a damn maze. Oh, really? We should never have left.
No, buddy, calm the fuck down, Jesus Christ. You're being a bit dramatic. It's not really my jam.
Oh no. No. Do you see it? All the cells, they're all empty.
Okay.
There's blood. Oh no. There were people in there just like us.
Oh.
They didn't know their place either, and now they're dead. They've simply dissolved because they dared to disobey the suppressor. Gods, this is what will happen to us too.
No, we have some bread, it's
It was a
fine.
mistake to leave in the first place. I just knew it.
That might be true, but, you know, what else was there to do? Besides lay down, do nothing, I guess. Ooh. Dare? Dare, are you okay? He doesn't seem fine. Can you not stand in the way, please? Get out of the way. Get out. There you go. I mean, if nothing else, these guys are giving me a little bit of XP. It's something. Did I actually spend all my memory points? I'm not too sure. And I kind of forgot... Shit. Hold on. Okay, so hero menu. There we go. Yeah, I did spend all my points. Starting to get a nice build together, to be honest. Remorse. Sure? Remorse is never bad. Ooh, Jesus. Are you quite alright? He seems fine. Yeah, just shake it off, buddy. It's fine. It's fairly dark in here. It's a moose, man. Ew. There's a key. I mean, I do have telekinesis, so... Wait, is that our cell? Hold on, man. I think I got this. Yep. Mine. Key to the freedom. Beautiful. And... you can grab and move items by aiming at them. Oh yeah, of course. I know this. I'm not a noob. Huh. Well, buddy, I think we might be screwed. And I think you might be in the way. I'm kind of stuck. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So that didn't do much, did it? Are you just gonna sit back down? I guess he is. Is this the time to give up now?
What? Leave me alone!
I guess it is for him.
The suppressor's punishment. It will be horrible.
It would be nice if I met the guy first. Can you tell me who you are?
Of course I'm a part of you, and you are a part of me. Isn't that obvious? But I should have known you wouldn't understand. You're too weak. You always were.
Well, yeah, you kind of have to accept that you're too weak before you can get better. That's kind of how it works. So, we didn't actually meet this suppressor, so... well, what are you even... are you the suppressor, perhaps?
No, you haven't. Because you're blind. The suppressor is here, in every single stone, in every bone, in every drop of blood, and yet you are too blind to see it.
Okay. Is this like a big brain riddle that I'm not getting?
What can you expect from someone who has killed his entire family?
Yeah.
I followed you because for a brief moment, you made me want to believe, and now you've dragged me into the abyss along with you.
Don't stare too deeply. There has to be a way out.
No, there isn't. Just look at us. Look at what we are. We are the damned because we are trapped too deeply in the past. And that's why we do not deserve freedom.
Listen, buddy, I never even claimed I wanted freedom, so... You know, you're placing like a lot on me that I didn't ask for. Freedom, profits, this and that, I don't give a shit. So, you know, suck on that, I suppose. Here, you can have this. Can I give the man some peas? Make him Buckethead. Lord of the Underworld. There you go, look at that. Ah, he doesn't want to. That's a big bucket, though. I feel like this bucket might be too big for your head. But you can have it anyways, because I just like you so much. Hold on. There you go. Buddy, you have to sit still to be Lord Buckethead. It requires a certain amount of inner peace and stability, or whatever. Become the Buckethead. Never mind then, you know what, you can piss in it, I'm gonna go to bed. I'd sleep for like 12 hours. Right, buddy? How are we doing? He's still sitting. Okay. That's not ideal. Well then.
What? Leave me alone!
Have you been sitting here for 12 hours?
Suppress his punishment. It will be horrible.
Yeah. I'm starting to get the sense that the punishment is just sitting here. Which is in fact kinda horrible. Tedium can be extremely depressing, so... What do I do? I could kick this man's ass, I suppose. That's like the only thing I can think of. I wanna say I don't want to, but at this point, I'm not even sure anymore, so...
Well. So you figured it out? Yes. I am what keeps you in this place. Was it blind rage that made you act, or have you truly understood who I am? Have you understood what drives you and determines your actions?
I mean, all of you people seem to pretend like you know everything about
and
me.
the water in your lungs is cold, but you still haven't found it, child, have you?
If you want to ask me what drives me, I guess it's my curiosity. That's what it always is. That's what it tends to be for everybody. What the fuck is that thing sitting on the desk? No, seriously, what the hell? Jaspar. Is that like some abstract art that I'm not getting? Or am I still dreaming? Perhaps. Huh. My man.
Oh, hey. Good to see you awake. How are you feeling?
Yeah, no, can we sort of talk about what the fuck this is? Where are the other people?
Good question. The room was empty when I came here. Actually, that's quite weird now that you mention it. The entire temple seemed kind of deserted. Probably a ceremony or something like that.
Sure.
Now, tell me, how are you holding up?
Kinda okay.
Feet. Apparently some of the novices never wake up again.
Oh, snap. I guess I'm fine.
In the temple. The curarium, to be precise.
You
were brought here when you were traveling with that Eichson guy. I think the others are already awake, but I didn't want to leave you here, so I thought I'd just stay. I mean, hey, you are a keeper of the first sigil now, aren't you? I believe congratulations are in order.
Yeah. If I was traveling with Ixon, that means I'm still dreaming.
Everyone knows about Eichson, and the fact that you're asking this shows how little you actually understood. You're pathetic, you know that? Simply pathetic.
Yeah. Sure, I don't care about being pathetic. All these people seem to like to pretend like I'm some arrogant douche out to save the world. You know? That's kind of all on you. You guys are imposing your will on me, and I'm just doing, you know... I'm just trying to live my life, and doing some good on the side.
I said you are pathetic.
Sure.
At first we believed it would be more exciting this time. But now that we've seen the new prophet, our hopes are gone. You're a joke.
A nobody.
I'm sort of wondering...
His only friend kicked the bucket.
As if you'd ever accept that. You humans are always so damn persistent, aren't you? Why? Why can't you...
Curiosity, I told you. It's your primary
Because
motivator.
you
That's
are
how it
powerless,
works.
Just as all those before you. And you,
That doesn't matter.
prophetess, you are the biggest joke of
I
all.
know!
You are nothing but an urchin.
A weakling.
Yeah.
And a murderer.
Oh yeah, definitely. Can't really deny that one. Have you seen the bounty quest?
Why you will burn. All of you. The cleansing will happen, and there's nothing you can do to stop it.
Not exactly scared, I'm sort of wondering. I really don't want to take this prophecy shit seriously, but if I'm gonna start hallucinating... I mean, I did down a potion, so... we can still sort of pretend like all of this is the potion's work.
Is that so? Such presumption from a fish who thinks his pondering the world. The world is an interplay of cause and effect.
Sure.
And the only logical consequence of your existence is annihilation. That's the way it was, and that's the way it's going to be. But enough of the banter, urchin. We wanted to meet you, and so we did. Even though the result is rather sober.
Sure.
Now wake up. Keep on stumbling through the mist.
As I always do. Is the man still... How you doing?
Thank Malphus. I was starting to think I was the only one. How are you? You look exhausted.
Yeah, got a lot of people talking shit to me. But thanks.
Then you have a remarkable constitution. Usually the after effects of the potion last for days. But it's good to see the Grandmaster was right after all. I woke up just a few hours earlier, and he was here in the meantime. He didn't doubt for a single second that you would make it. But I suppose mutual
You know, I don't
congratulations
really
are in
need
order.
his approval, but...
We made it. We passed the trial.
Does that mean I'm a keeper now?
Almost, yes. All that is left to do is to take the oath, and then Grandmaster Aranthiel will exalt us to the keepers of the first sigil. Speaking of whom, he also told me some things while you were asleep. About the Pyreans, about these dreams, and of course, about this... cycle. This is so bizarre, really. At first we're told out of nowhere that the gods have died, and now humanity is on the brink of extinction. This is a lot to take in.
Isn't that business as usual? So, what do you make of it? You probably don't really care about my opinion, so...
Hard to say. I never had those dreams the Grandmaster talked about, even though I'm magically gifted. But then again, I always had the feeling that the Red Madness was more than an ordinary disease. Well, I suppose all of this explains a lot. At least now I can understand why the Grandmaster was willing to break all the traditions of the Order just to get you exalted to be a keeper. According to him, most of our battle against the cycle will stand or fall with
I
you.
stand firmly by my opinion that I don't give a shit. And I neither understand it either, so...
Yes, I believe that. It's a great responsibility you've been given. And as impressive as your skills are, I would not want to change places with you.
I'm starting to feel the same way, so what's next?
Well, as I said, we both have to take the Holy Oath. You should talk to the Grandmaster as soon as you're ready. He's waiting for you in the Emporium.
I see. What about the man?
Right. Dunwar. The apothecary examined him about an hour ago, and it doesn't look good. It's likely that he'll never wake up again.
He should have gotten suspended from the get-go.
No, in spite of everything. You know, Dunwar was one of those people who tried to gild their insecurity with boastful behavior.
Yeah.
The reality is that he was the last of his bloodline, and his faith in the path and his destiny as a keeper were all that he had left. And who knows? Maybe he would have been a great help to the Order with the right guidance.
So he was just another scared little
Master
boy.
Bartar's revelation was just
That's
much
too
for him.
bad.
It's hard to be told that everything you've lived for was a lie.
Yeah. Of course that makes sense. That doesn't make his behavior good, but... You know. Nobody deserves to die over pretty much anything, so... And you seem to be fine.
Well, maybe I just don't show it as much. But yes, in a way, you're probably right. I suppose that's mainly due to the fact that to me, as opposed to Dunwar, the Order always stood for an idea.
Yeah.
And an idea doesn't die with the one who first thought of it.
You're a bit more pragmatic that way. That's probably a good stance to take.
Dunwar would have considered it blasphemy.
Yeah, but those gods weren't all that great either. They were kind of dicks at times, so...
That's true. A lot of crimes were committed during the Lightborn's reign.
I guess that's the same of a lot of humans. Well, not a lot.
Think a lot of those
a lot of humans with power.
Unavoidable, so to speak. Imagine you're the king of a small island, and one day your realm gets attacked by a fleet of Scarab Reavers. The invasion catches you completely off guard, and within a few hours, the Reavers have advanced to the farmland, just a few feet from your city's main gates. And before you know it, you have to make a decision. Will you use the time that remains to entrench your army within the city's walls to have a better chance of surviving a siege? Or do you send them into the field to fight the Reavers there, knowing that there is only a slight chance to save the farmers, but a big risk that you will lose both the city and the farmers?
Have you perhaps considered that I would send myself in there? I'm not exactly the kind of person. So to send other people to their death. You know, the only person that you're allowed to send to their death is yourself. That's the only moral choice you can make. That's sort of good. So, you know, you can sort of run in there, start killing whatever, the Reavers, or subduing them, and tell your armies, you know, you do what you think is best. How about that? No? Is that not a choice? No, I guess not.
Correct. What I'm trying to say is, it doesn't matter what you do. There will be people who will despise you for your decision.
And there will be people that pretend like you only have two choices.
You will be accused of having acted blindly and idealistically. And if you just stay in the city, they will say you didn't even try. Of course, there's a small chance the foray might work, but should decisions like that really be made as if they were a game of dice? As I said, I don't mean to absolve the Lightborn of their crimes, but I'd wager my left hand that they had a lot of
I get it.
to make.
It's easy to talk shit about bad decisions from people in power, as long as you don't have to make the decision yourself. That makes sense. But all these little philosophy games, they always tend to be, look, you get a choice, a bad one and a bad one, which one do you choose? And when you actually start thinking about it, usually you can come up with more choices. That's kind of the thing. So, what's the deal about you being a witch?
I knew the question would come eventually. I suppose the answer depends on whether you're in the mood for some gloomy talk. Sooner or later, you'll hear it from someone else anyway, so why not from me first?
I don't mind gloomy talk, to be honest.
As you wish. Where should I start?
You know, you can't
Maybe
pretend
the
life
fact
is all
that I don't remember
roses and
anything that
sunshine.
happened before my 6th winter. I don't know where I was born, and I never got to know my parents.
You don't remember.
I wish I knew. What I do know, though, is that the first memory I have is of waking up in the middle of some village.
Yeah, this girl has seen some shit.
It was dark, and I felt dizzy and, I don't know, empty? That's probably the best way to describe it. I eventually found the strength to get up and look around, and, well, that's when I realized what was actually going on around me.
What was happening?
The entire village. It had been destroyed.
Yeah, this girl has seen some shit.
There were corpses everywhere. Men, women, children. And the houses had been crushed as if some mad god had rampaged through the streets.
Goddamn.
And it had all just happened hours before because the destruction was still fresh.
So how were you still
Whatever
alive?
it was, I didn't have much time to think about it. As soon as I got up, I saw 3 riders coming through the smoke. One of them got off his horse, ran towards one of the corpses, and started screaming something in my direction. Then I felt a blow on the back of my head, and I lost consciousness. By the name of the sun, it's strange to talk about it like this. It's been so long, but the memory feels as if it had happened yesterday.
Ah, you poor lass. Well, you know, on the bright side, you have a friend now. I'm there for you. It's fine. Why did those men then attack you?
Well, it turned out the riders were hunters who had come from that village. They must have observed the whatever it was from the distance and ridden back to the village. At least I think that's how it went. I guess I'll never find out. The reason they thought I was somehow involved is that the village priest found me a couple of days before it happened near a shrine in the wilderness. Apparently, I was wearing torn clothing, and no matter what the apothecary tried, he couldn't wake me up from my comatose sleep. And it seems that made the writers think I was some kind of witch child, or unholy beast, whichever you prefer.
Seems like that saved you. Oh wait, they thought you destroyed the village, really?
For you, maybe. For them, as simple people, it was probably the best explanation they had. And think about it, it's not that far off. A motherless child who neither talks nor breathes steadily is found abandoned on the roadside and has a strange mark on her face. They leave to go hunting, and when they come back, they find their village in ruins with that foundling child being the only survivor. You have to admit, it's not that much of a stretch, even if those men hadn't been superstitious farmers.
And, so what did they want it to do?
Probably. Truth be told, I try not to think about it too much. And actually, it doesn't matter, because I somehow managed to get away before they could do anything. I even made it to Ark all by myself, which didn't turn out to be much of an improvement in the end, because I was pathless.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. They brought you into the Undercity.
Yes. Thinking about it now, I actually wonder how I made it through my time down there. But maybe that's one of the advantages of being a child. You don't think. You just...
Yeah, you learn to survive, I
Still,
suppose.
The winters down there were cruel, and if Master Tyrus hadn't found and taken care of me, I probably wouldn't have made it through my 2nd year.
Who's Master Tyrus?
Yes, otherwise I would not be here. He saw me, and he knew what he had to do, is how he put it. Of course, the Order wasn't too happy about a pathless child in the Scuola, just as some aren't happy about you being here.
Yeah.
But Tyrus was a highly regarded man, and that's why they let it slide.
Sounds like he was a good man. So, yeah. Why did he actually do it? I guess that's a good question.
It does, yes. But then he had lost both his
I
wife
see,
and
I
daughter
see.
5 years before he found me. So maybe I was some kind of substitute.
Maybe.
I don't know. But in the end, it doesn't matter. I owe him everything. He was a good man, and that's all that matters.
That is true. That is very true. So why do they actually care about the pathless?
That's right, we do. But we are both still pathless, and that disqualifies us according to the holy verses.
The
I guess
holy
now
verses.
you understand why I was never as connected to Malthus's teaching.
You can't be here because the book says
To some
so.
of the
Yeah.
keepers, I am still an outcast, and no matter what I do, I always will be.
So then I guess Master Tyrus got you into the system.
Yes, and now I'm here. Well, here we've reached the end of my impressive tale. I hope you liked it.
Yeah, man, it was pretty fun. You're definitely not, you know, the average girl, I suppose.
No, I guess I'm not.
So what happened to Tyrus?
Gone. He was very old, and there was nothing anyone could do about it. But I'd prefer not to talk about it.
Yeah,
if you don't mind.
sure. You've already said more than enough. Does Dunmar actually believe the story then?
He does, yes, and he's not alone in his opinion.
Damn.
One of those hunters recognized me in the market my first year as a novice, and you can imagine that it was easy pickings for those who were already against my presence in the Order.
Yeah.
From then on, they added names to the derogatory stares. Demon Child, Witch, whatever they could come up with.
Yeah. That's probably not fun as a child. Once you're an adult, you can probably shrug it off, but as a child, that probably does something to you. There's like plenty of reasons, probably, to sort of give you shit.
Yes, maybe. You know what's funny? To some extent, I'm glad to be who I am.
That's just how it
That way,
is.
people just leave me alone.
You learn to
And
love
that gives me
yourself,
more time to
no
focus
matter
on
who
what's
you are.
important, on my goals.
You sort of have to survive, I suppose.
Several. But I'd say that's enough of the gloomy stories, don't you think?
I don't mind,
Plenty of time
actually.
for chatter in the future. Maybe.
I would have hoped so. I do like you. She seems like a nice lass. So, Dunwar was actually last of his kind.
Yes. All of the Dalmordans fell victim to the great flesh maggot plague of 8215.
Damn, that's
Actually,
not
it was
great.
almost sad to see him running around and boasting about his nobility, though everyone knew that without the help of the Order, he would have probably ended up living in a shack in the Undercity. If you can call that living.
You would have sort of assumed that that gives a man a bit of humility, but apparently not. Well, I guess I'm off then. Thanks for the chat. You're a lovely, lovely lady.
You should. It's already late, but if you want, I can show you the most important places in the temple before you go to the Emporium. What do you think?
That sounds fun. Although I would love to do that next time, because I'm running late.
Good. Then get your gear from the chest by your bed and we'll go.
Sure. I guess that's the next thing to do, and I guess I will see you guys next time, so to have a walk with Kalia. She's a very fine lady.
You should reclaim
Yeah,
your gear
yeah.
before we
You
leave.
should probably not teleport through me, although I don't really mind. Bye, lads.